Agina, a commander in Hamas's northern brigades. They say that he was responsible for directing, as they put it, some of the attacks of October 7th, attacks that were launched from the northern part of the Gaza Strip.
Fox's Jonathan Hunt in Jerusalem. He just said no to a ceasefire against the terror group in Gaza. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu rejects calls to pause the military operation as the IDF says it struck more than 300 Hamas targets in the past 24 hours. U.S. troops in the Middle East under fire again. Sources telling Reuters 2 armed drones target Iraq's Ain al-Assad air base. No reports of casualties or damage. America's listening to Fox News.
Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Live and local. Real talk starts now.
Well, it's 1 minute after 7 o'clock. Good morning. It's a Tuesday. I'm Rayford Brown.
I'm Kelly Now.
And I'm Lee Barrows.
Stand by. I will screw that up shortly. How are y'all?
It's Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
For those that like to celebrate it.
I love Halloween. I love to see little kids dressed up. I love it.
you do. I don't ever get anybody coming
I
to
get
the
like
house.
probably 1,000
I can
kids.
understand
It feels
why.
like it, yeah.
You can understand why.
I mean, with all the traps you have out in the yard
That's
and all
weird.
the
I know.
lights, flashing
I
lights,
took
and
the bear traps up last year.
sirens and stuff. Oh,
He didn't want to lost.
I just got that. I had that one trap, and it caught one little kid. And yes, he was mangled.
could be the strobe lights and that voice. Get on the ground. You know,
Up against the wall.
up against the wall.
So, anyway,
Could be what's scaring them away. Don't go to that man's house. Mm-mm.
but the bloodstain outline.
And the barking dog, the barking canine. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Could be.
we got one that barks like you haven't never seen before. That's Jake.
Oh, yeah.
He
I
barks at
love
everything.
him. That's my buddy.
Oh,
I know. He barks when I
I
go in there to
love
go to the
him.
ladies' room. I'm
he's
like,
our early warning detection device.
He is the best.
You know, if our military had that, we would be
know.
protected forever. We could put him on the border, and though he's the friendliest dog in the world,
mm-hmm.
with the bark, and that's all they heard.
You should put my
Nobody-
Jack out there with him.
Nobody would come across that border for fear of being eaten. I'm sure, not a doubt, no doubt. Anyway, ladies, you're doing all right. Can I call you ladies?
Yes.
That's
Some- you know,
fine.
some
Call me
people-
whatever
I
you
will
want. I'll answer
identify.
to anything.
Some people, well, hey, anything. Some people, some women have filed complaints about men calling them ladies in the workplace. What's wrong with the
Yeah.
country?
I have many schools of thought
First
on
of
that.
all,
Rayford.
those ladies need to get a grip.
I am just like,
Those ladies complaining they ain't ladies. So I would never call them ladies.
It's ridiculous. I mean, have we gone that far?
Yes, we have. We stooped that level to that level.
It's just craziness.
Mhm.
Craziness. What in?
I got to pull my email up that I got.
You don't have an email on your
I do, but it's
computer.
you
You have two computers here
I know
Let me guess.
and a telephone, and you're
Yes.
having to use your telephone
because I know where it is on here and on
Oh.
my computer. I have to search it. Well, now, doggone it, I'm going to do it again. Oh, I know why, because it changed my password
Oh,
to my email. Yeah.
yeah. That'll make a difference.
All right, let me just try to do it on here then.
What? Yeah, do it on your computer.
Yeah.
Something that actually works, maybe.
Well, my phone works too, but
Well, while you're doing that,
I
I just want to make an announcement for anyone in this area that wants to meet Mark Robinson. He will be at the Rustic Barn. He's our lieutenant governor on Thursday at 6 p.m.
The Rustic Barn is where?
on Gum Branch Road.
Where?
Right up there before you get to the Ramsey Road.
Okay.
Just
You-
right
you,
outside
you don't
the
really
city.
see it. You can't see it.
There's a
from-
big sign.
but there is a
yes,
big sign
on the
And-
left.
Yeah, and it'll take a little while.
You're
to
coming
figure
from
it out.
Jacksonville. It's right past the old. If for those of you that remember the old Half Moon Fire Department, it's the old one, but it's free, but donations are
Appreciate it.
appreciated. So if you'd like to donate some money to his campaign, because he is running for governor, but it is open to the public. Doors open at 6 p.m. And of course, no guns.
What?
You know, no.
He's the pro gun guy.
Well, yeah, but I wouldn't be security. Well, I don't know. I guess if you're wearing one and nobody sees it, that's no dogs.
He's anti-dog. He doesn't like dogs.
No, he loves dogs, I'm sure. But anyway, he's going to be
Oh.
there at the Rustic Barn at 6 p.m. You have a chance to meet the lieutenant governor, who is currently announced his candidacy for the governor of North
Yeah.
Carolina. Listen to his speech. The man can put on a speech.
Yep.
You feel like you've been to church.
Okay.
So,
All right. Today is Halloween, right?
Right.
It is.
Halloween.
So coming up in about an hour, we're going to have a young lady in here.
Yes,
Sergeant.
Sergeant Jessica.
She's gonna have a gun.
Smith. Yeah. Well, we're it's different over here. She's
Coming
with the
in-
Jacksonville Public Safety Office.
Yeah,
She's a
she's a
police
cop.
officer. Yeah, she's
So-
a cop. And she probably doesn't mind being called lady,
Well, I hope not.
but
I
she'll
know
be
she
in here
is.
discussing trick or treat safety tips
for tonight. So
for
anyway,
tonight.
tonight is
Rafi, that sounds like I'm in the rainforest.
There you go.
There we go.
is that better?
That's
That's
better.
much better.
You like that?
I do like that one.
The other one was a bunch of bats taken off.
I like it. That
Oh.
one. Oh, really?
Yeah.
It sounded like I was in a rainforest.
I used to see that at my neighbor's house. That's coming up.
I like that one. Sounds like a gorilla.
Good golly.
We got lots of
Understand.
sound effects today. So
Oh,
Prepared
Lord.
Kelly and I
ourselves.
were talking just last
Somebody
week.
make him stop.
no,
If you follow Mike Myers of Decatur on Facebook,
Oh,
Who?
if y'all have not.
TikTok,
oh, my
Mike
Lord.
Myers
He is the
of
best.
Decatur
well, I don't
on
know.
It's in
Facebook.
Illinois.
Oh, my
I
God.
know Decatur Road.
His
No,
real
this is-
name is Evan. I don't know what his
Yeah.
last name is, but during this time of the year, he dons the Mike Myers outfit, and there's videos of him going everywhere.
His
and
poor wife.
his
is the
wife
best.
is hilarious. She'll like, you idiot!
She's
get
like,
in the
get
car
in
and
the
get home.
house. And then he's got his little son dressing up as Junior Mike Myers. They're well known in Decatur, Illinois for this.
Really?
They have a huge following.
Oh yeah.
New neighbors moved in. He puts on his little Mike Myers costume, stands in the front yard. The wife was so upset because
She's like, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
We don't normally do this.
it is. If it's a Facebook page, it's called Michael Myers of Decatur. If you have not
Michael
seen
Myers of Decatur.
of Decatur, it
Okay.
is the most hilarious.
Well,
this
he
guy
needs
is
to come
the
down
best. I
here
wanna
to
meet
and
this
get
guy.
on Decatur Road. We got our own Decatur.
Well, we
here.
could. Somebody could dress up and do it, but he goes. He's well
Oh,
known.
please no.
They have people come from all over the United States. I mean, this guy
Really?
it is. You just
And
need to
it's
look at the
so
page.
funny because
He is
when he
so
dresses
funny.
up, he doesn't talk at all.
No,
He'll just appear standing up on a billboard ledge
yeah.
on top of a building in the Walmart.
He
And
just
it's
stands
He was at the Costco with his
Yes.
kid. The kid has his little junior Michael. The mom is so. The wife is the best. She makes it.
she makes it.
She was driving down the road one day and she was talking and she looked over and he's standing on the sidewalk and she had to jam on the brake. She's like, get in the car now. I mean,
Her favorite thing is, you're an idiot.
yes, that's what she'll say.
You're
Yeah,
an idiot.
it
They
is.
went camping one time and he comes out of the camper dressed in his Michael Myers with the full, he wears the
It
coveralls.
looks just like him.
It looks
Yeah.
just like him.
What's
and-
a Michael Myers?
From the
It's-
movie Halloween.
Yeah, it's a
Oh.
scary
Yeah.
person. And so then he gets on the bicycle and just starts bicycling around the campground. She's like, there's kids out here. Get in here now.
No, there are men out here with guns.
He is-
He's so funny.
And everyone in that area knows him. Like it is, I highly recommend y'all look at this page.
I'll have to do that. That
He goes
that
to
might
the
be
grocery
fun.
It'll give you
store.
a laugh.
And, instead of putting one can of beans in the cart, he'll just pick up a bunch and just throw them into the cart. It's just hilarious.
Mm.
I'll spend hours watching this
Mm.
man's videos. They're so good.
Speaking of beans,
Yes.
I got hooked yesterday morning, and I do not recommend y'all do this
Uh-oh.
on YouTube.
Oh,
I just started going through
I
different
love
stuff
YouTube,
that popped up.
yes.
One was a guy, I forgot his name. Come up with it in a minute, maybe. Scott was his last name, Gardner Scott.
Mhm.
And he went to the store and he said, I wonder if, and he bought one of those packages of dry pinto beans.
Right.
Not in the can,
Right.
just a dry package, right? And he came home and he took about a quarter of them out of the bag and he put them in
I'm
water.
scared.
And then he let them soak for a day in water. Then he took out the ones that were split and did not look like they would do well. Then he planted the rest of them.
Did it work?
Yes. He got
Well.
4 times the number of beans that he planted as his crop.
Sweet.
That is cool.
And then he was taking some out to save
Right.
for seeds.
And don't let me
For the
forget
next
my
year.
stem today.
I know that. And
Yeah.
then he ate the rest.
Wow.
I mean, I'm like, well, that
makes
was
me want-
look like a lot of work, but
Now I
it'd
want
be-
pinto
it'd
beans
be
and
pretty
cornbread.
cool.
I love pinto beans.
Oh
I do
my
too.
goodness!
And some
gracious.
cornbread.
Guess what I found
Yeah.
yesterday?
What? Do
A
tell.
recipe that says cowboy butter. Have
What?
you
The
What the
ever
heck
heard?
is that?
Have you ever heard of cowboy butter?
I've had
No.
cowboy beans.
What's cowboy butter? Do I want to know?
Yeah, it's got a bunch of seasoning in it. It's got all sorts of herbs in it.
Oh, I never
and-
heard of it.
Oh my goodness gracious! And we had all of them here. We didn't even have to go to the store. Robbie grows that
Yeah.
stuff,
Yeah, I know she does.
and
yeah.
I mixed all of it together with
Oh,
one stick. I forgot.
Robbie?
Is that a half cup?
yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think it's a half
I think
cup
so,
of
yeah.
butter,
Yes.
unsalted,
Mm,
but you put kosher salt in it.
right.
So that's the reason you use unsalted. And I mixed all of that together. It took me an hour to chop up all that stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and I got
That's the best way
I
to
got a
make
little
it.
roll of butter up there. That wait till I have the next stuff that I'm going to use because it says it's great on cornbread.
Oh
Huh,
man.
I never heard of
Well, you know,
cowboy
you
butter.
just take some heavy whipping cream, put it in, shake it up real good, shake it into butter, and then add all the stuff you want to add. That's how you make butter. Mm, so
Why don't you
good.
just start with the butter, and then I'll add all the other stuff.
Make it fresh with whipping cream. You just take the heavy whipping cream and put it in a jar. Shake, 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 shake. Just keep shaking it. It turns into butter, and then you can add whatever you want to add, just like you did.
Do that again.
I'm good.
I have something I want to bring up,
Okay.
Bring
We
it
got a
up.
lot we're going to bring up today.
and I just want to do it because I know I have to leave early today. And
Again?
yes, it's,
What you got
it's
now?
something at the office I have to take care of this morning.
Do you need a stick?
What?
Do you need a stick to take care of it?
No, I'll be
Okay.
good.
All right.
Someone emailed me some minutes of the local Republican Men's Club,
I saw that.
and
I'm like,
I am like, I'm about to. And Robin, I know you don't know this is coming, and I'm gonna go ahead and say sorry because I know you probably won't
Robin,
get a phone call about what I'm
go
about
back
to say.
sleep, Robin. Take a nap.
We all
Um,
might have seen the email.
I know all three of
But
us
we're
have
going to
seen
let
it,
Kelly
and I,
take it.
because I'm angry, and not only that, I'm perplexed. Maybe perplexed would be the better word. No, irritated. Irritated. Let's go with that
Ticked
word.
off.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Ticked off. So apparently,
At the men's
At the Onslow County Republican Men's Club meeting. Commissioner Walter Scott, I guess Commissioner Lisa Carpenter was there, and she spoke first, and then Commissioner Walter Scott spoke,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to read this as this is written because I didn't write them, wasn't there, even know who took the minutes. Number one item under his comments.
Kaylee.
I can tell you in my 3-hour conversation, I put everything on the line. I
This
told
was with he was talking, referencing
with the
that-
interim county manager, David Smitherman.
Mhm.
I told him what I'm expecting and what I would like to see. My number one concern is the upcoming budget. Walter Scott feels we are living outside our means.
So he's talking about himself speaking, but he says, Walter,
Yes.
I'm Walter Scott, and Walter Scott thinks.
Yes, that's
Who does that?
correct.
ahead.
Okay, let me just say something real quick. How many counties are in North Carolina? 100.
Yeah.
Property rate per ratio. All right, starting at number 1 being the highest in the state, we
And
are
100 is
ranked
the
at
lowest.
87th.
Yes.
87th in the state for property rate. Right now, we have more in our general fund balance than we have ever had. Thank you to Sharon when she was here as county manager, pinching pennies and putting funds away. So you tell me where we're living beyond our means here in Oslo.
Living beyond our means would mean we are in the red.
We're
Yep.
spending money
Like
like crazy.
But if we have a healthy fund balance, clearly someone might need to send him to economic school
87th.
because we are not living beyond our means. Then the next thing he said was, we cannot keep building the way we are and putting it on our grandchildren. It's not right.
Building what?
That's my next question. We need to pull things in and do it the right way. Okay.
Well,
what exactly does that mean?
Well, have
Mr.
you-
Scott, I challenge you to tell me right now.
have you been voting on these zone changes and stuff for people to
Yes,
build?
he has, because I asked.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, you could vote no if you
I
think
don't
we're
get
living
it.
beyond our means and building too much or too whatever.
But
But growth is important.
Yes, it
You
is.
have to have growth.
Money.
we got former County Commission Chairman Jack Bright on the line. Good morning, Jack. How are you?
Good morning, Jack. Did I wake you up?
Good. No, you didn't wake me up. But I read those same minutes that Kelly is referring to, and I am really complexed also about a county commissioner that's going to different functions and spreading all of these innuendos and all of this misinformation
Without challenge.
and all of those lies, and knowing we know he's a liar. We know Walter Scott is a liar because when he got censored, he said to the Daily News reporter that he was going to respond to all of those allegations within 10 days. Well, that didn't happen. And he lied about some other stuff. Who in God's green earth wants somebody in office that goes around and bashes the county and tells lies? And not only that, he said that he's got documents that he hadn't received. But what documents has he not received? What are those documents? He wants to say that there's documents, but he don't want to say what. I've never had, as a commissioner, I've never not got anything that I've ever asked for. I may not have liked the answer. I may have not have thought that that was the best way to go with a situation, but I've always got those documents. And living beyond our means, the county, and like Lee just said, we've had the healthiest fund balance that we have ever had in the history of Onslow County that I know of. And he turns around and votes to give away, along with some others, and not by himself, but he's saying we're living above our means, but he votes just a few weeks ago to give $3 million to a nonprofit organization out of the general fund. And that is really being conservative if he's trying to say he's conservative. But and I'll leave it at this. Mark Twain had a statement. He said, "Keep your mouth shut and be thought a fool, but open your mouth and leave no doubt." I want
like
to
that.
apply
I
that.
like that. I need to write that
I've
down.
used that a lot.
We need to write that down.
Oh, I've got it in my head.
Oh, that's Mark Twain was one of the authors of that. I think there's 2 or 3 other public officials that said the same thing. But I hope the people can remember this when it comes time to vote in the primary for our county commissioners that's coming up. And I know he's probably one that's going to run. But people need to have this information out there, and if they want to vote for somebody like that, okay. But at least if they know about it and they vote for him and things go south, I think the people ought to be aware of it.
I totally agree with you, Jack.
Thank you, Jack, for that.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Take care.
All right,
Thanks,
you too.
Jack.
And Jack is 100% right.
He is 100% right.
Because he brought up what I was about to bring up. If you felt like you were living beyond our means, then why in the heck?
Don't take a salary then.
Well, not only that, why did you vote to give $3 million to the YMCA for a pool if you thought, as his word, outside of our means? Because that money, came
Well,
out of that.
let me ask you one thing, Kelly, because we've discussed this. Over the last 3 years, Mr. Scott has kept saying that he's got documentation to prove this,
He held
to
it
prove
up.
that.
He held it
It's
up.
been 3 years. Where's the documentation?
Because he's all talk. Look, I challenge him. If you have these documents,
Come in here with them.
He said he was going to give them to the radio station 2 years ago.
well, give them to the Daily News. Give them to the guy at the end of the corner. Go give them to a guy, at work somewhere. I don't care who
Put
you
it
give
on
them
your
to.
Facebook page.
Do it something,
Yeah.
but quit talking about it and do it.
Put up.
I mean,
Here's
Put
the
up
word.
or
Here's the
shut up?
there's the
put up or
phrase.
shut up.
That's
Yeah,
right.
because But what means are we living outside of? And we cannot keep building the way we are. What are we building, first off? But two, once again, I've been gone back and look, you voted for zoning things.
Mhm.
So zoning is building. But we also have to grow. America started off as, the country
There's a
that we are,
wilderness.
as a
Right.
wilderness, with somebody landing at Plymouth Rock and expanding out. That is growth. That's what you do.
Mhm.
Like if you don't, communities that don't grow historically become stagnant and they die off. You have to have growth. Yes, I think there is such a thing as too much growth.
needs to be-
Absolutely.
It needs to be
It
controlled.
needs to be very
growth.
controlled growth.
Well, let me just going back to that. You talk about growth. Yes, Onslow County is growing. We're building more and more houses. We're bringing in more businesses. But we are a county now that doesn't have a lot of the things that other counties have. Like we just now got the YMCA open. We don't have a multi-complex center. We don't have a convention center. We don't have a lot of things that these other counties have. I mean, it's coming. It's coming, but how are we living beyond our means when we've never invested in that in the past?
But if we have a healthy fund balance and we have the most we've ever had,
That's right.
then that is pure proof that we're not living beyond our means. Because if we were living beyond our means, we wouldn't have any dang money. Now,
No,
let's
we
be
need
real.
that healthy. We could have gotten a major hurricane that's
Yes.
done a lot of damage.
We had several
And
opportunities.
that money from FEMA, it does not come to you in advance.
And I told him what I'm expecting. And his comment, like, who are you? You're one of 7. You are not the boss. I know you like to think you act like Boss Hogg, but you're not. I'm sorry. And I asked Robin last night when I had saw these minutes, and he's like, "What are you looking at?" And I was like, "These minutes." He's like, "What minutes?" I was like, "Never mind," because I wasn't going to get into that with him.
Right.
I don't know if Robin knows they exist. Well, obviously he does now. But oh well. But I asked him if he spoke for the commissioner. He said no. I mean, he's at these meetings, but he's speaking not as a spokesperson for the Board of Commissioners. Because I asked him, he said, "No, we haven't appointed anybody to be the spokesperson." And I asked
Well,
him
the
that.
Republican Party Executive Committee decided that the past practice for the last 30 years or more, having all the elected officials as part of the executive committee, that they didn't want it anymore. So they said, shoo, goodbye.
Yeah.
So, you can't have your cake and ice cream too.
Yes,
I
but-
feel like it was a stab in their back. So they don't go to these meetings
Right.
anymore.
Well, he does, but I don't
he
want the
does.
people attend these meetings to
And his
think.
running mate does.
Mhm.
But I don't think I want everyone to know that they can go to these meetings, whatever, but they are not speaking on behalf of. He didn't call up anybody and say, "Hey, this is what I'm going to talk about at this thing." This
That's right.
this isn't a go and speak for us here and you go speak for us there. It's not, and I asked Robin last night,
Mhm.
so he's not. This is his own
Well,
thing. But,
you didn't see 7
and what does he mean?
commissioners.
I can tell you my 3-hour conversation. I put everything on the line. What does that even mean? What is?
You better do it my way.
That's how I took it, man. This is just my own Kelly
You better do
assumption.
it my way, or you know
I
what
told
happened to the
him-
last county commissioner.
I told him,
county
yeah,
manager.
you bullied her into quitting. That's
Uh-huh.
what he did because
And
he's
that's
a
what
bully.
that group is
Walter
still
Scott is a
talking
bully.
about bringing out. Oh, it'd be a couple more months, and the real reason why the county manager resigned.
Okay, where is it? Let's see it. Come on, bring it.
Please leave it out.
Well,
It
they might,
just-
might want to be careful about that because she's a litigator and does civil
Mhm.
Well,
litigation
she's a
now.
She's a lawyer.
she's a lawyer,
Yeah.
That's right.
Yes.
and somebody better pull his. They better tie his wings down, or the county's going to
I
suffer.
tell you what,
if he's representing himself,
Mhm.
telling everybody, "I'm the county commissioner,
Mhm.
and this is what you will know about." The county is at fault. The county
Let
is
me ask you
liable for
this.
anything that occurs.
Was it one county commissioner or all 7 county commissioners that went to investigate a domestic incident and knocked on
One.
a man's door and asked for his driver's license?
Demanded his
Was
driver's
it
license
one
and
or
took
7?
and took a picture of his driver's
It was
license.
one.
Acted as a cop.
Mhm.
That was Walter Scott, y'all, who haven't
But
followed the show.
isn't it illegal to impersonate a
Yeah,
police
That's
officer?
not
Started back up
impersonating. He
again.
took no action
Okay.
as
He
a
didn't have-
police officer.
Right.
So he just led someone to believe he was
Yep.
in that capacity.
That was just somebody
So it's
too
just
big for the britches.
Deceitful practices.
Not illegal.
Okay.
Okay, let's take a break. You're live and local, Real Talk Freedom 97.1 SME. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Allstate, where you can save just by being you. DriveWise and the Allstate mobile app gives you personalized driving feedback, and by adding it to your policy, you can save for driving safe just by being yourself. Allstate. Here, better protection costs a whole lot less. You're in good hands at Allstate. Click, call, or visit allstate.com to save today. Not available in every state. Savings based on DriveWise and other state government discounts. Savings vary. Subject to terms and conditions. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
This is a metaphor for your business's journey. Sometimes it feels like you're going 100 miles an hour, barely keeping up. But to cruise through challenges, you need someone who's right there with you. That's what Dell Technologies advisors do. They have the Windows PCs and tech advice you need to get past whatever's in front of you and get where you want to go. Call an advisor today at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL. A start to a simpler experience with Windows 11 Pro.
Mills International Incorporated, your local Cub Cadet dealer, is ready for fall, and you should be too. With Cub Cadet, zero turns, lawn tractors, and walk-behind lawnmowers from Cub Cadet are engineered with premium features, leaving you with a well-manicured lawn. Stop by Mills International Incorporated today and unlock the possibilities of your yard with Cub Cadet. Head to your local Cub Cadet dealer, Mills International Incorporated, at 801 South Queen Street, Kinston, for exceptional offers, expert advice, and superior service.
A plan every adult family member should consider is the pre-arranged funeral. It's the worry-saving thing to do for your family. Making pre-arrangements helps to alleviate the additional stress on family members that can come with arranging a loved one's funeral. Jones Funeral Home's prepaid funeral plan helps remove confusion. They make a practical evaluation of costs possible, and it's the best way to take an unpleasant task off the shoulders of the family. Call Jones Funeral Home at 455-1281.
With locations in Jacksonville, Richland, Swansboro, and Holly Ridge.
Great Gas and Oil Company, and of course, Wismart and Chappie's Chicken, located at 4111 Gum Branch Road, right here in Jacksonville, and 633 Sandridge Road, Hubert, has all you need when it comes to convenience for gas, cold beverages, and a great selection for quick pickup essentials. Enjoy fresh, not frozen, delicious meals at Chappie's Chicken, located inside Wismart, 4111 Gum Branch Road, and 633 Sandridge Road, Hubert. So if you're in a hurry, get it all. Gas, ice cold beverages, convenience store items, and delicious, fresh, not frozen, Chappie's Chicken at Wismart, 4111 Gum Branch Road, Jacksonville, and 633 Sandridge Road, Hubert. Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry, where we love to make you smile. Now proud to be working with Drs. Kim and Tommy Morgan, formerly Morgan Family Dentistry. The Jacksonville and Richlands Morgan offices of Lane & Associates Family Dentistry blends the latest technology with personal care and attention, so you have an amazing dental experience. The offices of Lane & Associates welcome all ages and accepts all major insurances, including military. Lane & Associates Family Dentistry has been serving the state of North Carolina for over 40 years, with 2 locations in Jacksonville, Richlands, and Maysville. Call for an appointment today at 877-LANE-DDS or online at lanedds.com. Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry.
C&S Paint, Jacksonville's premier paint store since 1957, with 3 locations serving the Crystal Coast, has everything you need from brushes to Olympic stain and quality Benjamin Moore paint. Benjamin Moore offers unmatched color and durability, so the color will last for years to come. Whether a do-it-yourselfer or paint contractor, when you shop C&S Paint Center with 3 locations, you're not just improving your home or construction site, you're supporting a local business too. C&S Paint Center, Olympic Stain, and Benjamin Moore. Paint for everything that matters. C&S Paint Center, 105 Wayne Drive, Morehead City, 6 Doris Avenue, Jacksonville, and 504 Cedar Point Boulevard, Cedar Point. C&S Paint, phone 910-455-0210. Jacksonville's premier paint store since 1957.
If your plans include hitting the road this year to do some traveling, make sure a visit to Silent Service Center is on your to-do list. Travel safety starts with the tires on your vehicle, and a visit to Silent Service Center will give you peace of mind with the best value in all name brand tires and the largest selection of used tires in this area. In addition to quality tires, Silent Service Center is a North Carolina inspection station and does complete brake service, oil changes, and alignment service. Silent Service Center, 1707 Lejeune Boulevard, Jacksonville, and 108 West Phone 910-353-4760.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
Okay, on your mark, get set, but don't go just yet. You've got about an hour. 1 hour from now, the doors at Tideline Marine will be opening up. Check out the great deals on boats and motors there. Todd or George can walk you through what you need to know to make sure you pick a new boat, the right new boat, or to... We have a dog just walked in the house.
The absolute heck out of me. I just want to know. And I knew that.
Looks like it's Mike Myers.
That's
Mike-
Phantom of the Opera.
Well, yeah, there you go.
It's Mike's
But
music.
Anyway, Todd or Georgia will walk you through what you should know and help you decide on what boat, what kind of boat you get, and which boat you get. Or if you need to just repower, it's okay. American-made, American-power Mercury outboard motors right now at Tideline Marine. From Lund fishing boats, some of the finest backwater boats on the market, by the way, to the really cool Aloha pontoon boats. They're actually tri-tunes. They got 3 tunes. They make it easier to drive along the water, and they're more stable that way. To entertain your family and friends, to several fiberglass offshore and nearshore center consoles, something for everyone. Don't forget to drop your name and telephone number in the bowl at the front desk. So no purchase is necessary, by the way, for a chance at a weekly drawing. While in the store, you might want to take a gander at the wall of lures, from soft plastics to hard baits, something for every fishing need. Tideline Marine, 159 Old Bridge Street, on the banks of the New River in downtown Jacksonville. There's a small craft advisory in effect through Thursday evening. Northeasterly winds 20 to 25 knots, diminishing to 15 to 20 this afternoon. Gust up to 30 knots, seas 4 to 6 feet, dominant period 6 seconds. Sounds and rivers will be rough, Kelly, rough, diminishing to choppy in the afternoon. Wednesday, northerly winds 20 to 25 knots with gusts to 35, seas 5 to 7, 3 to 4 near shore, dominant period 6 seconds. Sounds and rivers, again, Kelly, rough. Northerly winds on Thursday, 15 to 20 with gusts to 25, seas 4 to 6 feet. Sounds and rivers are going to be choppy.
Today, mostly cloudy, high of 68. It's going to be gusty today with gusts as high as 18 miles an hour.
Yeah, it started.
Tonight, starting right around 10 o'clock, it's going to rain. It's about a 60% chance. That's bringing in that cold weather. Yeah.
This morning?
Tonight.
Oh, tonight. 10
p.m.
Okay.
Between 10 and 2 a.m. Tomorrow, y'all break out the coats. Make sure you dress your kids appropriately for school tomorrow. Sunny, high of only 53 and gusty with winds 13 to 15 miles an hour and gusts as high as 25.
I like
Tomorrow night, low of 30 and patchy frost. 30. It didn't drop down to 30.
You better get the
I'm
wood
going to have
out.
to turn my heat on. It's
I
Thursday, frost before 10 a.m. and then high of 59 and sunny.
I may have to build a fire in the fireplace tomorrow night.
Yeah, I'm going to have to do it.
Do you have insurance on your house?
I don't know.
Well, you better make sure you have insurance because you never know when the insurance commissioner might be listening.
And insurance commissioner, good morning, Michael. How are you?
Good morning, Mike.
Good morning. I'm fine. How are you, Rayford?
Yeah, we got Kelly and Lee and me in here. Kelly, Lee, and me. That sounds like pretty good.
Like a rhyme.
That's a song.
How you doing? Mike Causey, insurance commissioner for the great state of North Carolina. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. How are you feeling, Rayford?
Oh, much more better today. I, had
He
a
looks
little
better.
deal with the cardiologist folks up there in New Bern Friday, but they got me wired together again. I feel like maybe a month.
Well, you're the most amazing person I've ever met. Go through that kind of procedure and then come out a couple of days later running laps.
Pretty close.
Pretty true.
Now, if we get my feet together, I'll be able to actually run. But that's another story. Arthritis. They don't have a whole lot of cure for that. Mr. Commissioner, why don't you have a cure for that? You need to figure out something. Can I get some insurance for arthritis?
We'll work on that one. We'll start working on it next week.
Yeah, arthritic insurance. That would be a good thing.
Yeah, that would be good.
Mike, we've talked to you a number of times over the past couple of months, and I'm just trying to figure out what the status is now. The North Carolina legislature for one reason or another. I'm not sure. I smell something in the woodwork here. Something's rotten.
Politics.
Something's rotten in Denmark, and I just don't understand it. Since the beginning, since the very beginning, which is longer than I've been alive, the insurance commissioner in North Carolina, since it was established, was also the state's fire marshal. But for one reason or another, our legislature decided that it was, we're going to separate those two things. We're going to get our own state fire marshal. Take it away from you, from the position that you hold.
This is something that's really puzzled the fire service in North Carolina. It's puzzled me as the state fire marshal and insurance commissioner. I think the main thing that bothers everybody in the fire service, and especially me, is that all this was done in secret without any conversations with the fire chiefs, the fire marshals, or the Department of Insurance, or any of those that are involved with this on a day-to-day basis. So it just makes you wonder what, and it's certainly not all legislators. Let me be clear. They were, I hate to say it, but the only ones involved were on our team. They were Republicans. And this started back in March when the Blue Cross and Blue Shield legislation was going on that we had discussed before. And I publicly opposed that Blue Cross bill because it's not a good bill for the people, in my opinion. But that bill passed with flying colors. But at the same week that I was speaking out publicly against the Blue Cross bill, which was House Bill 346, and a bill was filed in the Senate, Senate Bill 363, and it was three Republican senators, Senators Perry, Craven, and Britt, and Perry's from Lenore County, Kenton, Britt's from Robinson County, the Lumberton area, and Craven was from Asheboro, Randolph County area. And they were about 6 or 7. There were a few other senators down on the coast. It was Senators Lee, Senators Lazara, and we had Hannig, and also Jarvis and Davidson County, Sawyer and Saul Reed. That's a tongue twister. And a new senator, several out of Wilkes County. It was just those few folks that started this on that House Bill 363 to take the title of state fire marshal away from the insurance commissioner and make it an independent office.
Mm-hmm.
And that bill didn't go anywhere, thank goodness. We thought it was over with, and lo and behold, in the middle of the night, at the last minute, when the budget was being debated, somebody slipped that language in the state budget, and it got passed by the House and the Senate just like that. And the governor didn't veto it, and he didn't sign it, so it became law. And I found I won't say a loophole, but I found a way that I could do some things as commissioner to save some of these problems, and I was beginning to reorganize, and somehow some of that leaked out, and lo and behold, another bill was filed. It was 7409, and you can look these up on the legislative website, ncga.gov. Just punch in the S for Senate, H for House, and the bill number. You pull up any bill. But Senate Bill 409 was a bill filed by the FBI on crime, and it started out as a few pages. It ends up as a 50-page bill, and nine of those 50 pages is dedicated to taking all the power away from the state insurance commissioner and giving it to a new person that's not elected but appointed by the Senate.
Oh boy!
And, so I'm really pushing back hard on this, trying to make the public aware. The firefighters are opposed to it almost unanimously. And so I'm in the process of sending letters to the leadership, and sent one yesterday to one of the leaders in the House that has agreed to send it to all the House members. So it's a problem, and people, especially in the fire service, talk to their senators and representatives and say, what is going on?
Well, I'm trying to figure out, was there something broken? That's what I'm trying to understand. If it's not broken, why do you mess with it?
No, it's not broken, but this is going to break it, in my opinion. It will really harm, especially our volunteer fire departments. I believe it's going to raise homeowners insurance rates drastically. And you can't keep doing things without consulting the subject matter experts and the fire chiefs and the fire marshals and the people that are on the front lines every day.
It's confusing. It's just really confusing. I've always known since the days of being in law enforcement that the state fire marshal was the insurance commissioner, and it kind of makes sense. You look at it initially, this doesn't make any sense, but when you look at it, the state fire marshal, the fire marshals don't get involved in too many fires unless there are suspicious circumstances. And generally those fires are involving insurance fraud. Is that right or wrong?
That's right. And it's very, as you said, complex, sometimes complicated, but there is a reason that the insurance commissioners, the state fire marshal, this is all intertwined. So you've got the building codes, electrical inspections.
Yes.
You've got arson investigations. You've got engineering. All of these things intertwined that impact everybody's insurance rate. So when the legislature thinks they know more than the experts out there on the front lines every day, and they start dismantling the system that's been in place for over 100 years, then the people are going to suffer, and the people are going to pay more for insurance. And this is something that deserves to be heard. It deserves debate, and it does not deserve to be flipped through secretly in the middle of the night like this legislation was.
Yeah. Well, I totally agree with that. But, and again, just going back to insurance fraud, the arsons that I've been familiar with are done because somebody is trying to defraud the insurance company.
Yeah.
So why not have it under one umbrella? That's what got me right up front. It makes all the sense in the world, all the good sense in the world. Unless you're covering up a crime, that's the only other time I've never ever seen somebody set fire to a building who was covering up another crime.
The good news is that this can be fixed. I mean, the legislature could fix it overnight if they choose to.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not going to do that unless they hear from the public and unless they hear from their fire chiefs and the fire departments in their district. Now, I will say that we have a coastal representative, Keith Kidwell, that's in Beaufort County, and he represents Dare, Hyde, Pamlico, and Beaufort County. And he is definitely on the side of the fire service and is working to try to fix this. And we have probably another dozen House members that have pledged that they'll do their part. But the Senate's been a little tougher. I think Senator Norm Sanderson may be one that would certainly support the fire service. So I plan to talk with him this week about that. But I would encourage everybody listening to talk to their elected representatives in Raleigh this week and ask what is going on with this fire marshal legislation. Why is it being changed? And what in the world did you put that in Senate Bill 409 and Senate Bill 363? Now, yeah, they are Senate bills, but the House has to vote on it too.
Yes.
So,
Okay. Okay. Well, hopefully they'll be listening, and maybe some of the individuals out there, the people, and especially the fire chiefs, the various fire chiefs, will pay attention and reach out.
well, the thing of it is, I'm elected statewide in all 100 counties.
Mhm.
I was elected 2016 and reelected 2020. And so for the legislature, and they certainly have the right to make law and change laws, they do anything they want to, but for the legislature to do this, it appears like a power grab is what it looks like, and it's unnecessary, and the hurtful thing is it really upsets the fire service unnecessarily, and these are our first responders that don't get enough respect. They put their lives on the line every day to keep us safe in our communities. And I just condemn this action of the General Assembly and ask that they get this corrected right away. I have talked with the governor about this, and he is definitely supportive of all of our fire departments. So I think he's support of our effort, but we just need our leadership in the House and Senate to pay more attention to the people.
Okay.
And because, like I said before, I know nobody listening has ever had a problem with an insurance claim, but if you do, call me, call our office, go to our website, ncdoi.gov, and we're here to help.
All right.
Thank you.
Mike, thank you. Thank you for the
Thanks,
information.
Mike.
And
Thanks,
hopefully the individuals out there, the people, and especially the fire chiefs and firefighters out there will get on board and notify their local representatives.
If I could, let me leave my direct number to the Raleigh office.
Go ahead.
919-807-6003. That's 919-807-6003. Or you can go to our website, ncdoi.gov, and send me an email, or there's a toll-free number there too. But we'd love to hear from you, whatever your views on insurance and the fire marshal or fire departments are. And I just want to thank you, Rayford, thank you, Kelly and Lee, for what you do every day to get this information out to the people.
All right. Mike, thank you, sir. Appreciate your time as always. And we'll be chatting with you shortly.
Thanks, Mike.
Rayford, you need to recover now. Don't run too many laps today.
Well, I've mostly recovered, just got to heal up. That's all. That's the big thing now.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Mike.
Good luck with you.
Thank you. You're live in local Real Talk Freedom 97.1, 1120 a.m. WSME. We'll be right back.
Looking for a job? Full-time? Part-time? Il Cigno Italiano Restaurant wants you. We're currently hiring for hostesses, servers, bartenders, and dishwashers. Il Cigno Italiano is a family-owned, fast-paced restaurant that offers the best in fine dining on the Crystal Coast. If you're hardworking, reliable, professional, and have a desire to always strive for, we want to talk to you. Make great money and be a part of an outstanding, dedicated team. Il Cigno Italiano on West Corbett Avenue in Swansboro.
Modern Exterminating 627 College Street, Jacksonville has proudly been serving the pest control needs of Onslow and surrounding counties since 1952. That's 70 years of protecting the health and property of our citizens from rodents, termites, mosquitoes, and all other pests. Modern Exterminating offers inspection without obligation. Being authorized to serve government quarters, Modern Exterminating takes this opportunity to thank those who serve and allowing us to handle all your pest control needs. If what they use don't zap them, they'll trap them. And if you're not satisfied, they'll step on them. The bug stops here. Modern Exterminating, family owned and operated since 1952. Call today, 910-455-5122. That's 910-455-5122 for Modern Exterminating.
Coastal Bank and Trust thanks you for allowing us the privilege of handling all your banking needs, including personal and commercial loans to mortgage services. With locations in Jacksonville, Holly Ridge, Richlands, and Morehead City, Coastal Bank and Trust truly is a community bank dedicated to those we serve and is proud to be a part of the continued growth of Onslow, Carteret, and surrounding counties, and looks forward to meeting you. Thank you for voting us the best of the best 5 years in a row. FDIC insured and an equal housing lender.
If you're looking for a great deal on a brand new Mitsubishi pre-owned car or truck, look no further than Bob Mills Mitsubishi, 2150 North Marine Boulevard. Because at Bob Mills Mitsubishi, they give it away and guarantee all their customers financing. At Bob Mills, there is high pressure, no smoke and mirrors, or running back and forth to a sales manager. Buying a new Mitsubishi or quality pre-owned car or truck should be a fun experience. And that's what you'll have at Bob Mills Mitsubishi, 2150 North Marine Boulevard in Jacksonville, because they give it away. When you need comforting, who do you call? An old friend, right? Jacksonville Heating Contractors services the heating and cooling needs of our area with dependable quality train systems, guaranteeing indoor comfort for your home or business. In addition to quality train systems, Jacksonville Heating Contractors offers 24-hour emergency service, NATE certified technicians, and service you can trust. And with a Jacksonville Heating Contractor, you never pay retail for heating or cooling services and receive priority scheduling. Remember, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And in New Bern, you can call Trent Heating and Air Conditioning 252-633-2200. In Morehead City, Sea Air Heating and Cooling 252-247-1122. If you need service or repairs, just call an old friend. Jacksonville Heating Contractors, an independent train dealer. It's hard to stop a train. For deals on train systems and more, visit anoldfriend.com or call 910-347-2843.
Barker Electrical Corporation, located at 3163 New Bern Highway, Jacksonville, takes this time to say thank you for your past patronage and wishes you and yours a safe and happy holiday season. Barker Electrical Technology Corporation has proudly been serving the electrical needs of Eastern North Carolina since 2002, specializing in residential, commercial, and heavy industrial work. Barker Electrical Technology can handle repairs for existing homes, hot tubs, swimming pools, pool houses, control systems, and exterior structures. Now that we're in the season, it's the perfect time to get that new generator installed for all the storms Mother Nature throws your way. Fully licensed and bonded, Barker Electrical Technology is proud to be part of the continued growth of Onslow and surrounding counties. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. Phone 910-358-2187. Online at barker-electrical.com.
Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing specializes in residential and commercial interior and exterior painting. In fact, they paint most anything except cars, including homes, businesses, apartment complexes, decks, and they do minor repairs, wood repairs, pressure washing, waterproofing, and more, including storm repair and cleanup. Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing, fully licensed, insured, and locally owned and operated by Roger Carroll Jr. References available and customer satisfaction is always guaranteed. So if you want to painted, maintained, power washed, or need a new roof, call Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, and Power Washing at or visit southerntouchpaintingnc.com. Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing salutes our troops and is proud to be part of the continued growth of Onslow and surrounding counties.
Have you gotten your copy of Topsail Times newspaper this week? If not, did you know that Topsail Times is only local newspaper in print? Started a little over a year ago, we now have over 1,500 online subscribers and 5,000 printed copies that go out every 2 weeks. And we never charge our readers. Information should be free to our readers, and we stick by that. Looking for an idea for date night? Want to learn some local history? How about asking a veterinarian about your pet? These things and more are available in each copy of the Topsail Times newspaper. Want to get the word out about your business? We offer great rates for full color ads, and the online paper version is always included for free. Need help designing the perfect ad? We can do that too. We're always looking for human interest stories, so start writing. And we love local photos too. Check out our website at topsailtimes.net, where you can find out where to pick up a copy or check out our latest publication online.
Down East Heating and Air Conditioning, a family tradition of quality since 1986.
Down East is your local Bryant Factory authorized dealer. Down East, Bryant, whatever it takes to keep you cool.
Down East Heating and Air Conditioning. conditioning, a family tradition of quality since 1986. DownEastHeating.com.
Need service on your present cooling system? Just call Down East. Looking to replace your cooling system in your home or office? Down East and Bryan is ready to do whatever it takes to keep you cool on these hot summer days. Ask about 0% interest for 60 months. Down East, Bryant, whatever it takes.
Down East Heating and Air Conditioning, a family tradition of quality since 1986. DownEastHeating.com.
Hello, shoppers. Take advantage of the following specials and many more at your locally owned and operated Piggly Wiggly store, where good things called Sliss, down home down the street, the Richlands Highway, Jacksonville, and Main Street, Maysville. Whole top sirloin, just $5.99 a pound. Whole eye of the round, just $4.39 a pound. Boneless ribeye loin, $9.99 a pound. How about whole fresh picnics, just $1.19 a pound? Baby back pork ribs, just $2.59 a pound. Whole bottom round, just $3.99 a pound. And you get a 10-pound bag of fresh fried leg quarters for just $4.99 for a 10-pound bag. And remember, the beef and pork is cut fresh every day by the butchers at your locally owned and operated Piggly Wiggly store, and they use only the finest and certified Angus beef and Sanderson's Farm chicken. Over in produce, you get a 3-pound bag of Eastern apples, selected varieties, for just $2.99. First of the season, Sunburst tangerines, you get 3 for 99 cents. Jumbo green peppers, 99 cents each. Red California seedless grapes are just $3.49 a pound. You get a 1-pound package of fresh red ripe strawberries for just $3.99 for a 1-pound package. And large russet baking potatoes, just 99 cents a pound. And you get 3 6-packs of the 16-ounce bottle size of Pepsi or Mountain Dew for just $11. That's your locally owned and operated Piggly Wiggly store, where good things called Sliss, down home Richlands Highway, Jacksonville, and Main Street in Maysville. Remember, say big with the pig. Safety on the highways begins with your tires. Before you hit the highway this upcoming holiday season, visit Battlefield Tire Pros, 103 Norris Road and Highway 24 in Swansboro, and let them inspect your tires for your peace of mind before traveling. Since 1963, Battlefield Tire Pros have served our community and military neighbors with name brands such as Michelin, Uniroyal, Firestone, Goodyear, and many others, including a good selection of used tires. They also carry lawnmower tires, four-wheeler tires, and motorcycle tires. And alignment service is available by appointment. Save time and money by skipping to dealerships and big box stores, and let locally owned and operated Battlefield Tire Pros handle all your tire needs. Battlefield Tire Pros at the corner of Norris Road and Highway 24 in the friendly city by the sea, Swansboro. Phone 910-326-4178 or visit on BattlefieldTirePros.com.
Freedom 97.1 WSME.
It's live and local real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Okay, we're back here for just a couple of minutes before Fox News. Fox News break comes at the top of the hour. And we got a lot more coming up after that. We've got Sergeant Vanessa Smith going to be joining us from Jacksonville Police Department, talking about Halloween safety and all that sort of good stuff. And what you need to be concerned about today. Today is the 31st. It is Halloween. So lots of goblins and spooks and all that sort of good stuff going to be out there walking the streets tonight.
Yes. And I remember last year we talked about this. I'm going to pull it up again so I can verify the stats. But I do believe that the highest record number of pedestrians hit is on Halloween in North Carolina.
That would not surprise me. Not at
I
all.
can see that being a thing. Yeah.
And, since it gets dark kind of early, and since drivers who are normally leaving work and it's daylight and all that sort of good stuff, it's getting dark or twilight or whatever you want to call it earlier in the evenings. And that's 6 o'clock now. I looked at it yesterday. 6 o'clock was dark around here.
It was. I was at work.
In fact, I almost texted you, Kelly. Look outside.
Yeah,
wow.
It was spooky.
I don't know what happened. It just like we lost about an hour of daylight yesterday all by itself.
When you were doing the weather at 7:20, it was still dark.
It was still dark.
It was dark when I came in this morning. I couldn't. My witch hats blew down off my front porch, and now I couldn't see them. I don't know where they are.
Poor baby.
My camera's showing one hanging. The wind's blowing yellow.
Somebody probably took it.
The wind blew them down.
Is that
I had them
right?
hanging on hooks. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
They're cute too. They
And
light
anyway,
up.
daylight savings time will end this Sunday,
Yeah.
2:00 in the morning. So if you're up at 2:00, put your clocks back 1 hour. And a question for you: if you put your clocks back 1 hour at 2 a.m.,
Mhm.
then when it gets to be 2 a.m. again, do you put your clocks back again?
No, what you do is
No.
buy a digital clock that changes for you.
You know, I've got a couple of
Everything
clocks.
in my house changes except the microwave and the oven.
I've got a couple of clocks around here that were
you
before
got that one.
the standard time, this period for
Mhm.
changing. And it was different at one time. They changed different week, not the first weekend in November
Oh my.
and not the whatever it is in April. April was the biggest thing. Whenever you started daylight time. And I have some clocks that are like 2 weeks later before they change. It was mainly in April, I guess it was. But anyway, I've got some that I have to manually reset. And like you say, the ovens and the microwave and all that sort of good stuff, you got to reset those.
Remember when you used to have to do it in your automobile, but now these automobiles, they you don't have to. They change for you.
I remember.
You
And it was
remember? That
always
makes
such
me
a pain in the
happy. It
butt.
Man,
Trying to reset a clock. And if y'all drove at one time when they had those little regular clocks that were in
I know
the
what you're talking
cars.
about. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. Well, have you ever tried to reset? And they were never right.
No, we're never right.
They
Yeah.
were
Well, I
never,
agree with
never,
that.
ever,
Yeah.
never, ever
You're always
right.
a couple minutes off or something, or by
Oh,
the
couple
time
of
you got
minutes?
finished putting everything in,
It was too
It
late.
takes you
Time
the
had
whole
already
season to get it
advanced.
going,
Oh,
and this is a mess. Yeah.
All right, let's take a Fox News break. We'll be back on the other side. You're live and local, Real Talk Freedom 97.1, 1120 a.m. WSME.
WSME, Camp Lejeune, W246CJ, Jacksonville.
I'm Gelosi, the IDF moving deeper into Gaza, taking out a top Hamas commander.
The Israeli Defense Force says Nassim Abu Ajina's death significantly harms Hamas. He's accused of directing the October 7th massacre at 2 specific sites.
Fox's Jonathan Savage. Israel Monday freed a female soldier who had been captured by Hamas on October 7th.
Private Ori Megadish. She was captured during the October 7th massacre outside Gaza. She's now been reunited with her family after a medical examination deemed her healthy. Israel's defense minister says, quote, "This is proof of our ability to reach the hostages."
Fox's Lucas Tomlinson on the Hill. Secretary of State Antony Blinken and Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin will make the case for a $106 billion budget request for Ukraine and Israel aid, and the FBI director and DHS secretary will meet a Senate committee on threats to the homeland. America's listening to Fox News.
Freedom 97.1.
WSME.
It's live and local. Real talk.
Okay, we did not mention earlier during the weather that about the X-rated newscast that we have, but we went down from a double X to a single
We
X
only got
now.
one.
We only got one.
What?
One
yellow
disturbance.
X.
One yellow
Oh,
X.
we're
One
talking about the
storm.
weather.
What were you talking about?
What are you talking about? Mine
I
in the
just put
gutter
my
over there?
headphones on, and all I heard was we went from 2 X's to 1 X.
Okay. This is down there in the Caribbean right now. It's moving westward. It's south of Puerto Rico and that island chain there. It's not expected to do too much, and it's just going to stay going westward. Regardless of development, though, the system has the potential to produce heavy rains over portions of Central America towards the end of the week. We'll have to wait and see what happens.
I don't think it's going to come near us
I hope
based on that.
Yeah, I
picture
hope.
right
I,
there.
I really hope not.
It'd have to do a lot.
We don't need it. We
No,
don't need
I
it.
think we're
It would have to cross some land masses, and
It'd have to do a whole lot of things. Yeah.
that would be a problem for it.
I think we're safe from that.
Now the Gulf Coast always is a potential
Yeah.
because that little going up there in
Yeah.
the Yucatan, the western end of Cuba, there's a little path could go through.
Gee, that scared me.
I think we
And
have
I'm getting
somebody.
ready to leave. And the reason I have to leave early, I have to get something done this morning at CUT IRS because
What's
we're
going-
doing our red ribbon judging with the Onslow County School Systems. We
Oh,
started
really?
yesterday and we're finishing up today. And this is something I absolutely love doing. We've done it for over 20 years. my agency sponsors a banner contest, and all this.
Okay.
We have a lot of the schools participating, and then we have judges come and help us judge. Lee came yesterday and helped judge, and she got. She saw. I mean, it's a lot. These kids do a lot of good work.
Close to 4,000 steps yesterday.
Yeah,
Well, let me tell you, I was just flabbergasted because it's been a long time since I've been on properties of a lot of these schools. I cannot believe the growth.
Yeah,
and there was kids everywhere.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
So-
That's really something.
But that's why I have to leave. I have to go take care of something before we go judge because we're judging all day today.
Oh, we have one
So,
more day today.
Yeah. And I love the schools that get involved. I wish the high schools had participated this year. This year, none of the high schools participated.
Really?
Usually they do, but
Well,
some
it's
that- yeah.
football season. They got to,
Well,
they
but
got
they've
more
all,
things
this
to
is
think
this
about.
an anti-drug message is for Red Ribbon Week,
Yeah.
but they get trophies and they'll be awarded
Oh,
to the
good.
winning schools. The Board of Education meeting in December. But
Just
it's
say
hard.
no.
Lee found out it is hard to pick. It's just some tough competition.
I know my favorite of all so far, but
Yeah, you don't say it.
It's not over.
you go door to door and look at these doors, and the thought and the things that they put into it is really cool.
The
It's
school's
really
amazing.
cool.
And the kids are getting the anti-drug message, which is super
That's good.
important. Yes, it makes me
Absolutely
very
good.
happy.
Yep.
Okay, well,
Yeah. So I'll
You
be
gotta-
leaving just
you-
about a couple minutes.
okay,
Yeah.
well, good. We do have, we're going to announce, she announced herself as she walked through the security system out there.
He's got so
But we're going to announce her one more time here right now.
here we
Play that
go.
song again.
He just
That one's better.
This is the front door.
I love that one. The other one, I
Spooky.
jump. It's not so just a jump. It
it's
jolts
like
you.
Fort Knox here.
Yeah.
Every
Well,
morning
it's
when I
gotta
walk
be.
up, all these flashing lights come on, these voices come on. Get up against the garage door, and I'm like,
Leaving those old days alone.
Exactly. That's
Oh my
exactly.
God.
what
Can't let it go,
I'm
Rayford.
Yeah.
Sergeant
Yes.
Vanessa Smith. Good morning. How are you?
Good
I'm
morning,
great. How are you?
Sergeant.
We're just full of it as usual.
Oh, as usual.
And we've not even started with the candy yet, so
Oh,
The
wait
candy?
till sugar high tomorrow.
Yeah, because nobody comes to my house.
They come.
can't
I
blame
buy a
them.
big bag. I bought it yesterday, a big old bag of all sorts of goodies.
Why
And
do they want to come here and be
Well,
scared to
Rayford, if
death?
I run out of candy like I did last year, I'm going to call you. So you live. It's about
Why
4
don't you? No,
minutes
no,
from
no,
my
no.
house
You
to
just
yours.
send them over here.
I'll tell them to come to you. I'll give them your address.
They're scared. I'm scared to walk up here every morning, so I can imagine trick or treaters. So
Well, I was going to put some. I've got still some leftover crime scene tape. I was going to
Oh,
put that out
God.
there one year with a
Jesus.
chalk outline of
fill
a
out
body
the-
in the driveway.
I like it.
You like it?
I like it.
That would be good, wouldn't it?
Yeah, sure would be.
So
And I've got to leave, so I have a question. I look in the commons. Are they going to be patrolling the commons like they usually do?
Yes.
Makes me happy because my grandson's going to be walking around. Okay, I'm good.
you're not going to walk with him?
I'm passing out the candy. I get tired, Rayford. This kid has to go to every single house.
Does anybody walk with him?
Yeah, of course. A whole crew of people.
Oh, I'm just
That
checking.
kid don't get to do anything by himself.
I'm
Yeah,
just
it's all
checking.
good.
I'm
He's
just checking.
he's overly supervised. Yes.
Granny's in charge.
Heck yeah, leading that charge. I'll do a few houses, then I go back home to pass out the candy because I get tired. Yeah, I'm old.
Okay.
Wait till you get old.
I feel old now.
Sergeant Smith, will you be working tonight?
I will not be, but lots of my coworkers will be.
Are you going to be in costume tonight, going door to door or anything?
No,
You
my
don't-
kid's not old enough to trick or treat yet.
Oh,
So
well, I was thinking about you, though.
Look, people
Yeah.
trick or treat their kids in strollers and newborns. And I'm like, the parents have to be eating this candy, which is cool. You need the candy if you're dealing with small children, but still, yeah, all for it.
Bye, Kelly.
Bye.
Bye, Kelly. See you in a little while.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Sergeant, it is an evening, and I think we've had some statistics somewhere.
Yes, I had just brought them up where it did say this is according to a national safety poll, and it said that Halloween was the deadliest night for pedestrian accidents and deaths.
And the sergeant's over there saying, yep,
yes,
she agrees.
yeah, there's a lot of pedestrians. So I mean, of course, that's more opportunity for somebody to unfortunately get hit in a crash.
That's Kelly leaving. You can't sneak up on me.
You need to
Is
mute
it
that.
always that same sound, or do you change
No.
it for
I change it
Halloween?
up. I change it up.
No, there was one like throw yourself up against the wall and spread your legs, put your hands on. I mean,
Well, you know, the old days are still with me sometimes. But it is a dangerous night. First of all, it's twilight
Mm-hmm.
when a lot of these kids are out, and a lot of the people are out. They have limited vision.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, parents do not supervise as well as they should. They have sometimes just little slits in their mask and stuff like that. They can't see around them. They don't have peripheral vision, and they just go running. They're high on sugar.
Yeah, they're excited. So
They're
they're just trying to
excited.
get to the next place.
Yes.
Let's go get some more.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go get some more. So as the adult drivers out there that we're supposed to be, what do you have to offer?
Is slow down,
Mhm.
especially in the residential areas like the Commons,
Yes.
over here off of Huff Drive. Slow down. Slow
Yeah.
down and definitely be more vigilant tonight than you would probably any other time.
It is. I've driven home many nights on Halloween when it was like 6 o'clock in the evening.
Mm-hmm.
They don't even slow down. I'm not talking about the drivers. The kids, they don't slow down. They'll go running across the
Mhm.
street to the next house.
Yes.
Well, we're
Totally
sitting there
carefree.
passing out candy, having heart failure.
Yeah.
But what time does trick or treat start for those that need to know?
Officially.
So for the city and the county, it's 5 to 8:30. So it
5
will
to 8:30.
definitely be dark during that time.
It will be.
Yes.
It'll be dark by 6 o'clock.
Yes, definitely.
Limited vision.
Right.
So when many of us get off work, you're going to drive home in the dark. 2 weeks ago, I left downtown. I'd gone fishing, so I left downtown a little bit late, 2-3 weeks ago, and it was about 7:30 or so. On my way home on Hargett Street, I could just envision being Halloween, but I came up quickly upon right there at the church, Sandy Run.
Mm-hmm. City Run Baptist.
And there was something in my lane. I wasn't running over the speed limit, but I had to lock them up and swerve into the center turn lane to keep from hitting that dog.
Mm. Well, once again, Rayford, I'm coming
Could have been
down
a kid.
Country Club Drive again, and I tell you, every morning there's people out there walking.
Mm-hmm.
And they're dressed dark colors. And this morning I came up on a lady wearing all black. And the only reason why I saw her, because when I got up close, her white dog.
Oh.
But it's every single morning I see people out walking wearing dark clothing on the edge of the road.
Yes. So as pedestrians, like we have a responsibility, and the kids have a responsibility that their parents need to
Their
instill in
parents
them.
do, yep.
To be careful and to wear something that's got something reflective on it.
Right.
That will certainly help with visibility for the drivers.
Yeah, you can buy reflective material.
Yeah,
You go to
tape.
yeah, absolutely. You go to any store that sells anything, like for truckers and whatever, you can find all sorts of reflective tape. Don't dress your kids in all black
Right.
unless you put lots of stripes on them.
Something reflective,
Mhm.
something that's visible to all the drivers that are going to be out there.
Yeah, reflective shoes, also a good thing. If you're going to have to dress them in all other stuff, put some tape all over the shoes.
Right.
Those little shoes
It's
that
very
light
good.
up, the
Yeah.
kids
Yes.
love.
That too.
Perfect night for them.
So this would be the night.
Absolutely.
Do we have any stats in Jacksonville? I think we've been pretty safe over the years on Halloween.
We have been. I don't know official stats, but I've worked a lot of Halloweens, and thankfully, we really haven't had any problems when it came to crashes with pedestrians.
Yeah, that's good.
That's wonderful. Yes.
Absolutely. I know JPD does a great job. Onslow Sheriff's Office is going to be out in force. Highway Patrol is going to be out there too, but they're going to be working mainly the highways.
Yeah.
Hopefully the kids are not out there on those main streets doing anything.
Well, what is some advice that you can give to parents? Well, let's say the parents weren't with the kids. They were kids 10, 12, 14, approaching a house that maybe might have the porch light on. So you figured, okay, they're giving out candy. But what are some things we need to teach our kids to look for when they do go to a strange house?
Don't go inside.
Very good. Don't go
Ooh.
inside. That's
I hadn't thought about that one.
Yeah.
Right.
Don't go inside. Just if you're approaching the car or the house to like trick or treat, just knock or ring the doorbell. Don't go inside. And if something gives you that inner heebie-jeebie feel, just leave.
Just leave. That's good.
How
Don't
about,
go inside.
going in packs?
Definitely travel in packs, right? You're
Mhm.
going to be safer when you're in groups of, 2 or more.
That's good advice too, because you don't want to be out there by yourself.
No,
Things can
absolutely
happen.
not. Anything in
A flashlight, definitely.
flashlight. There you go.
Flashlight.
Flash your cell phone.
Okay, well,
Very
that's good.
Good to know.
So just
Good
in
to
case
know,
there's an
yes.
issue.
All right, as far as accepting candy, what are things to look out for?
I would like to believe that our community, we're not going to have to worry about anything crazy.
Right.
But make sure that the packages are closed and they're sealed and they're safe to eat.
Haven't been tampered with.
Yes, ma'am.
Don't take any bare stuff. Used to be back in my day, you could, kids were handed open candy or whatever, just fill up their stuff with it, their Halloween bag or whatever. You can't do that anymore. People will tamper with stuff. And why would I want something that somebody else has already handled anyway?
That's right.
But that's
right.
kids are kids.
Well, do you know if anybody is offering any of the X-ray services tonight to screen the candy X-ray? They used to do that.
Not that I'm aware of. I haven't heard anything about anybody offering that.
Yeah.
They used to do that. Of
was
course,
way back. We don't even know that any of
back-
that ever occurred.
Right, right.
That was something that people
Probably shouldn't
threw
have
out
even
there.
said that.
Putting
Right.
pins and needles and
Yes,
stuff like that in
yes.
candy.
It used to be. It seemed like there was one of the agencies that used to do the
hospitals
screening.
did it.
Or maybe it was the hospital. Yes.
I've been in law enforcement for almost 20 years, and I've never seen anybody actually mess with anybody's candy.
I haven't either.
I haven't
So-
either.
But you hear all the stories. Now, how about the kids that go out on Halloween that this trick or treat? Anybody still doing eggs and stuff like that?
Ooh.
Vandals?
I haven't had any experience with any vandals on Halloween. Mostly it's just the scary houses where they like to scare people.
Okay.
So
Well,
that's the
that's
most
all right.
triggering I've seen on
I happen to
Halloween.
know a law enforcement officer that lives right down my street that got eggs one night. His car.
Well, I remember before your day, many years before your day, we were spotted over in Northwoods to a bunch of kids out there, and they had eggs and stuff like that. Got there, and you get out, have a chat with them. Oh, we don't have any eggs, sir. We don't have any eggs. And you take your stick and you tap their pocket, and their egg
yes.
breaks in their pocket.
Well, eggs are too expensive now.
They are too
there you
expensive,
go.
so
They're not
maybe
going
they
to be
won't do
out
it
buying
anymore.
eggs.
So it's
50
toilet
cents.
paper if you're trying to toilet paper a house too.
Yeah, don't
That
do that.
happened in a house on the corner too, right there in Northwoods. He
Not
got
recently.
toilet papered good. The one with the great big skeletons
Yeah.
that you saw.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got a couple of years ago. Toilet paper bad.
Well, toilet paper got kind of restrictive. You had a hard time getting it.
This was
Just
after
go
the
around and wrap
process
it
was
up,
over.
save
but-
it just in case.
Yeah, so I know in Northwoods there, where I live on Northwoods Drive towards the end there, we a lot of police officers on bicycles riding up and down the streets.
Yes, and we have officers that are bicycle certified because that's another class that they have to go through.
Really?
It sure
I
is.
think you'd have to be certified.
You do.
Oh
It's
my
all
God.
about safety. So,
Wow.
so yes,
gotta wear a
Good to
helmet.
know.
You do have to wear a helmet.
Yes, they're wearing helmets.
Yeah.
Yes.
Take all the fun out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all about safety.
Yeah, I know.
Well, if Smallwood is out on the street, we're safe.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, he's our neighbor.
Some Sergeant Smallwood.
Oh, he is. I love me some Sergeant Smallwood. Yes. So
Oh,
we'll be
good.
safe. And I got Jesse James and White Earp out with me too. So, and my
Who?
neighbors. Yeah.
Who?
Jesse James and White Earp. That's, my neighbors.
Okay.
Yeah. They think they are.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We all sit together and pass out
I was
candy.
going to say,
so.
I think both of those are dead.
Okay.
but-
Some safety with children approaching a house where there might be a dog.
Again, just be vigilant, and if the dog is aggressive or seems aggressive, number one, don't touch anybody's dog without permission.
No.
That's right.
Right. So,
Without the dog's permission.
the dog's permission too, right? But ask for permission to touch the dog, and if they're okay with it, then you can touch the dog, but be careful around the face.
Would you advise people like tonight?
That would be the safest thing to do because other have their animals out, and it doesn't end well sometimes.
I agree.
No dog fights.
Well, dude, the dogs could get scared. These people in these crazy outfits.
Well, yeah. They don't recognize that.
I mean, my dog barks at everybody who walks down the street. Could you imagine if he saw these monsters? It would be bad.
Yeah, I know. I'll turn Jake loose.
Oh my goodness.
He barks at everything and wags his tail and barks.
Let me
incessantly.
see. So, wear reflective tape or some type of costume that's reflective. Take a
Maybe
flashlight.
that should be a law.
Have your cell phone
that
on
every
you.
costume is sold has to be reflective.
I think you should run for public office and put that in there.
Oh no, we're not doing this.
You know, I couldn't get elected. I can't even run for the county line.
No.
But no, seriously, that should be. I think personally, every store should take the responsibility of making sure they only offer. Speaking of one dog, only offer reflective clothing.
Right.
Promote that.
Right. I think a lot of the costumes that they make now are pretty much that way, you know.
Mhm.
I think they have to meet a certain requirement anyway, according to the federal government. What is it? What is that agency that governs
The oppressive group.
your type, you know, like your fabric on your couches and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Yeah. So I can't think of the name.
Whatever
right now,
they
but
are. Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Sergeant, thank you for coming in.
My pleasure.
You're
Thanks
welcome
so
anytime. If you're
much.
patrolling when you're on duty, stop by. We're up here 7 to 9 every morning. Just walk in.
Right.
I got one of my neighbors has done that once. So
Yes.
I invited him to just come in and sit down if he wants to sit down.
You get past
Have
the
a chat.
security system, you've done well. But thank you for coming in and giving us, you know, giving us some safety tips. We liked to put them out there for the listeners and little things that you probably didn't think about by just
Mhm.
talking about it. You're like, oh yeah,
And,
that's
and
right.
yeah, and educate your kids. Do
Yes.
not go into a house. Period.
Right.
I don't care if it's your neighbor's house or whoever.
That
do
was
not.
very wise.
They should not invite you in.
That's right. Right.
You do not necessarily
Never go
know
in
your
a
neighbors.
house.
And me, if I had a little kid today, I would be searching that predators lists, find out who my neighbors are,
Mhm.
and ban those. Make sure my kids did not go there.
Right.
And that's free online. You can just go
Absolutely.
find it. Mhm.
That's
Sexual
another thing too.
predators.
If you're out there and you're with a small group of kids and you see something like a car continuously going up and down the street, if you feel like you said you feel the heebie-jeebies on something,
Mhm.
there's plenty of adults right out there on the street that are,
Oh, yeah.
you know,
Oh,
helping
they'll be there.
tell somebody.
Yeah.
You know, I would definitely go for an adult and say, help.
Yeah. Say, this dude here, he's kind of following me. Or
Yes.
whatever. This car, I keep seeing him everywhere I go. Well,
Because, you know, we get a lot of people from other neighborhoods that come
Sure.
into our neighborhood. So,
because y'all got candy.
yeah.
Northwoods does have candy.
I got
yes.
candy
Northwoods
too,
is
but
a very
nobody
busy
ever,
area
I
tonight.
tell people
nobody ever comes
I'm
here.
going to have to go buy more.
Okay. Well, I got it. Just come over here. I'll sell it
That's
to you
right.
at double the price.
My neighbors, we all sit together at one house and we do
Oh,
and
that's
then
good.
we have like chili or hot dogs or something for the adults.
Very good.
And we just do it all together. So we have a good
Well,
time.
I'm coming to your
I like
place.
that. Come on.
Okay. Vanessa, thank you.
My pleasure.
Thank
All
you
right.
so much,
Anytime.
Sergeant.
Anytime.
You'll take a break. You're live and local, Real Talk Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
Since 1997, locally owned and operated Jersey Mike's 301E Western Boulevard right here in Jacksonville has provided only the best hot and cold subs and healthy salads to our community and our military neighbors, and thanks all our customers for making Jersey Mike's a sub above. Jersey Mike's features hot and cold subs in different sizes, served Mike's way or your way, in addition to delicious, healthy salads. To place your order or for takeout, phone 910-353-8091. Once again, Sam Duran and the staff of Jersey Mike's, 301E Western Boulevard, Jacksonville, thanks you for making them a sub above.
Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry, where we love to make you smile. Now proud to be working with Doctors Kim and Tommy Morgan, formerly Morgan Family Dentistry. The Jacksonville and Richlands Morgan offices of Lane & Associates Family Dentistry blends the latest technology with personal care and attention, so you have an amazing dental experience. The offices of Lane & Associates welcome all ages and accepts all major insurances, including military. Lane & Associates Family Dentistry has been serving the state of North Carolina for over 40 years, with 2 locations in Jacksonville, Richlands, and Maysville. Call for an appointment today at 877-LANE-DDS or online at lanedds.com. Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry.
I had a question about my insurance the other day, so I called my new State Farm agent. And would you believe I talked to the same person who remembered my name? They said that was called service. And then they asked if my dog Max was over his cold. They called that service too. And then they helped me find ways to save on my home and auto coverage. I asked State Farm what they called that. They said service.
Call David Hall, State Farm, 910-455-0440, 1218 Country Club Road, Jacksonville.
If you're and you plan to travel to visit friends and family this holiday season, time to call or visit Battlefield Automotive, 1214 West Corbett Avenue in their friendly city by the sea, Swansboro. Cold weather is tough on cars and trucks, and the pros at Battlefield Automotive can check your starter, battery, and charging system to keep you on the road and warm with complete heater repair. From tune-ups to transmission service, a hose, a battery, or whatever you need for holiday travel, let the ASE technicians at Battlefield Automotive help you. All work is guaranteed, and the staff at Battlefield Automotive takes this time to say thank you for the opportunity to serve all your auto and truck repair needs and wishes you the best this holiday season and the upcoming new year. Battlefield Automotive, 1214 West Corbett Avenue, Swansboro. Phone 910-325-0828 for Battlefield Automotive.
Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro reminds you to check your mailbox and find your quote on homeowners insurance. Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro goes the extra mile to make sure you're in good hands, like helping you customize your home and windstorm coverage with their Write Your Own home policy. Yes, save even more when you bundle your home, auto, boat, motorcycle, and even your golf cart. Remember, if it rolls or floats, call Tammy for a quote. And everything you own are in good hands with Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro. Call today, 910-326-5383. Tammy Fry Allstate, 638 West Corbett Avenue in the friendly city by the sea, Swansboro. Check your mailbox today for savings on your homeowner's insurance.
Wismar and Chappie's Chicken. And for over 50 years, Great Gas and Oil Company has kept our community comfortable year-round with quality heating and cooling products and dependable service. In addition to heating and air conditioning service, Great Gas and Oil Company does generators, tankless water heaters, and quality appliance repair. For service, phone 910-347-7138. Locally owned and operated by Jerry and Jeff Allen and Bobby and Louise Williams.
Hi guys, it's Lisa, the Queen of Diamonds from Bryn Mawr Jewelers in Jacksonville. Are you looking for a ring for the perfect girl? We have hundreds of rings in our beautiful showroom. Want a ring as unique as your girl? Then we'll custom design a ring especially for you. Not sure if you want lab-grown diamonds or an earth mine diamond? No problem. We'll take the time to explain the difference. We guarantee to find a diamond as exceptional as your girl. We hand select every diamond that comes into our store, and it has to be a sparkling fireball to make it in our showcase. Our long-standing relationships in the industry guarantees you to get the most competitive price on the highest quality diamond. We offer custom financing so that it's easy to buy the ring of her dreams. We have rings for every budget and a vast selection of loose diamonds. So I visit us today at Bryn Mawr Jewelers in Jacksonville. The Lutz family has been a part of thousands of I Do's for over 72 years. Nobody does I Do like we do. Come see why we're Jacksonville's oldest family jeweler.
Bryn Mawr Jewelers, next to Sam's Club, Jacksonville.
It's live and local real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Okay, we're back. My goodness gracious. Vanessa, such a nice lady. Vanessa Smith, let me get the right mic.
She was a pleasure.
She is.
Yeah.
Sergeant Smith.
Sergeant Smith, you go, girl.
Yep, you go, girl.
That's right.
On your mark, get set. Yeah, you can go now. Get ready. Head on down there. Doors are open at Tideline Marine.
Let's go.
You've still got a little over an hour or so to get the best deal in town. If you need a new boat, Tideline's got them. You've got the Lund fishing boat. They're great for inshore in the backwaters. They can float on just a wet sponge.
Okay.
They can go up the creeks where the reds are, where the trout are congregating right now. We got so many reports of big trout in the New River. And I hear some from the White Oak River as well.
I want to go fishing.
I want to go catching. I have tired of fishing. I want to go catching. Maybe I'll get hold of Vanessa's Sergeant Smith's husband.
Yeah, there you go.
Make him take me.
Yeah, let's go on a charter.
There you go. Brad Smith. He's a charter captain out there too.
Yes.
Anyway, they got, if you want to if your boat's great, but your motor just ain't what it used to be, like the old gray mare, it's time to trade it in. Go ahead and get yourself a new motor. Tideline's got some American-made, American-powered Mercury outboards in stock right now. Probably won't get any new ones in until after the first of the year. But what they've got in stock right now, advantage of it. I think they've got the last ones there that were on order for this year. There's some coming in for next year. Don't fear. But the problem is next year the prices will go up. That's the way things are in America. From Lund fishing boats, like I said, some of the finest backwater boats on the market, to the really cool Aloha pontoon boats. That's what Brad should be buying his wife. He should buy her an Aloha pontoon boat. Sergeant Smith
she
would
said
look
she had
good.
boats.
They got boats, but they need an Aloha pontoon boat.
Oh, I'm sure that Sergeant Smith.
A double decker up
I'm
there.
sure she's out there on the water and
all the
enjoying
time.
that.
And then, of course, we've got several fiberglass offshore and nearshore center consoles available, something for everyone. Don't forget to drop your name and telephone number into the bowl at the front desk. No purchase necessary for a chance at a weekly drawing. While in the store, you might want to take a gander at the wall of lures, from soft plastics to hard baits, something for every fishing need. Tideline Marines at 159 Old Bridge Street on the banks of the New River in downtown Jacksonville. Got a small craft advisory in effect through Thursday evening. Why? Because offshore today, northeasterly winds are 20 to 25 knots, diminishing to 15 to 20 this afternoon. Gusts up to 30 knots. Seas 4 to 6 feet. Those are big. Dominant period 6 seconds. Sounds and rivers are rough, diminishing to choppy in the afternoon. Wednesday, tomorrow, northerly winds 20 to 25 knots. Gusts to 35. Seas 5 to 7, 3 to 4 near shore. Dominant period 6 seconds. Sounds and rivers again will be rough. And on Thursday, northerly winds 15 to 20, gusts to 25, seas 4 to 6, sounds and rivers coming down to just choppy.
Oh my goodness. And today is mostly cloudy with a high near 68, northeast wind 11 to 14 with gusts as high as 18 miles per hour. Tonight, a 60% chance of rain before midnight, cloudy with a low around 39, north winds around 11 miles per hour with gusts as high as 15. Wednesday, partly sunny, then gradually becoming sunny with a high near 53, north wind 14 to 16 with gusts as high as 26. And Thursday, patchy frost before 10 a.m., sunny with a high near 58.
I'm just trying to figure out whether
Cooling
I make
down.
for Friday night for the football game, of whether I take a crock full of clam chowder, which I prefer, or a pot of chicken noodle soup, home brew. And I got the chicken yesterday. I got a rotisserie chicken. I deboned it, and I've got that in store. And Robbie will make chicken salad with part of it. I'm going to make chicken noodle soup with the rest of it. And I also took the cadaver, the bones.
The bones, make bone
leftover,
broth.
and I made some wonderful with seasoning and everything else. I gave Robbie took a little spoonful, and she agreed. I could just eat that.
Yes, it's
that
very good
it's
for you.
Rich. It's very rich.
It's full of protein and
so
very
that's what I will
fat-free.
use when I make my chicken noodle soup. And I usually in my clam chowder I add something other than water. So this one, if I do that, I will use some of the new broth that I made to add some additional
We
flavor
do this
to
every
it.
morning in the studio. We
I'm
start
hungry
talking
already.
food,
Oh well, that's the way it
and
goes.
then we get hungry.
The scum known as Hamas is a sadistic tribe of vermin that needs to be exterminated. We talked yesterday about the German-Israeli tattoo artist who was kidnapped and Hamas invaded Israel. She was tortured and then paraded around in her underwear in the back of a pickup truck. She looked unconscious. We now know that Shani Luke's body has been recovered, part of it. She had been beheaded by the
Yes.
terrorist murdering thugs.
I heard that this morning.
Give me a
Sick.
reason, any of you, any reason that the Israeli Defense Force should take any Hamas fighters prisoner. I'm not talking about civilians. I'm talking about those who are fighting. Would you take them? Would you, if you were in that position, knowing what they've been doing, take them as a prisoner? Would
Well-
you, anybody out there, take them as a prisoner?
If you were doing the right thing, you would, because you had to follow the rules of war. But
Of the remaining
Hamas didn't.
of the remaining 200 or more hostages,
Do you believe they're alive?
including 10 Americans, what do you think their fate is going to be?
Exactly.
They released one Israeli soldier.
Yes. Well, I wonder why they released
A
her.
ceasefire has been suggested.
Oh, no, Israel's already said not happening.
Netanyahu said, ain't no way.
He said
Probably
that
in harsher
yesterday.
words.
He said not happening.
23-year-old Shani was one of those kidnapped at a music festival on the day the attacks began. Attacks that intelligence sources say had been in the works for several years. The basic plan was drawn by the late Iranian thug Soleimani, the idiot that the U.S. took out with a drone strike on his caravan. He and several of his henchmen
go.
are now looking for those virgins
Mhm.
that they were promised. Those virgins are goats.
I just do not foresee.
Back in the USA, a Las Vegas man was arrested earlier this month and now faces federal charges after investigators say he threatened to kidnap, assault, or murder a U.S. senator.
Mm.
According to a criminal complaint, the Department of Justice said 43-year-old John Anthony Miller left several threatening voicemails at the office of Jackie Rosen, a Democrat from Nevada. Rosen is Jewish. The profanity-laden calls and voicemails promised that not only would he be committing atrocities against the senator, but added that he would be seeing her in person very soon. That's a threat.
It is a threat.
Miller left more voicemails for Rosen, including one when he asked if the senator had any family members who were Israeli settlers, suggesting if she did, he was pretty sure she would not make it illegal for them to come back to the U.S. What are we doing? If that wasn't enough, Harvard President Claudine Gay announced the creation of an advisory council to combat anti-Semitism on campus at Harvard. After weeks of intense criticism over the university's response to the Israeli-Hamas war, Gay delivered remarks at a dinner saying that, her words, "We are witnessing a surge in anti-Jewish incidents and rhetoric across the nation and on our own campus," where she said that she has heard story after story of Jewish students feeling increasingly uneasy and even threatened. Gay said that a group of advisors, including faculty, staff, alumni, and religious leaders from the Jewish community, will begin the vital work of eradicating anti-Semitism. As we've heard so many times from Miss America contestants, I want world peace.
Yeah.
It ain't going to happen.
Didn't happen when they won, did it?
Harvard has faced severe criticism since 34 student organizations signed a statement issued by the Harvard Palestine solidarity groups that began by blaming the Israeli regime for all unfolding violence in the hours after the October 7th sneak attack. Gay initially released a brief message just a few days after the attack, stating that she condemns the Hamas attacks, denounced the student group's controversial opinion. It gets better. In the days following the university's response, a top law firm pulled job offers from students who are part of these student organizations. Some prominent donors ended their relationships with the university, and former Maryland Governor Larry Hogan withdrew his offer to participate in Harvard's fellowship program.
Yeah.
Hey,
can you blame
we're
him?
going to hire you as a lawyer. Well, you signed up. You're doing good, but now you ain't got no job. You reap what you sow, idiots.
That's right.
Think about it. You're
That's
live at
right.
Local Real Talk, Freedom 97.1, 1120 a.m. WSME. We'll be right back.
For over 40 years, people have trusted Liberty Tire 1137 Gum Branch Road, not only for tires and tire service, but also auto and truck repair as well. Being locally owned and operated as your hometown Bridgestone Firestone dealer, at Liberty Tire, dependability and personal service is their number one priority. Being a state-of-the-art facility and using the latest technology, Liberty Tire guarantees all their work. It's simple. If you bought tires without pricing us first, you pay too much. Liberty Tire, 1137 Gum Branch Road, Jacksonville, for all your tire needs. Phone 910-346-6655.
Mohawk All Pet Protection and Warranty is the only copper protection and warranty for all accidents, all the time. Because your pets are family members too. No matter how you live, we've got you covered. Soft, luxurious, smart strand, forever clean carpet. Gorgeous, durable, solid tech, luxury vinyl tile. Mohawk has the ultimate floor for every room in your home. It's suitable for all pets. For details, contact Watkins Floor Covering online at watkinsnewfloor.com. Watkins Floor Covering, thanking you for voting them the best of the best for 2022 in the flooring, covering, and carpet cleaning category. Watkins Floor Covering. They're more than just floors. It's custom showers, custom tubs, carpet cleaning, backsplashes, bathrooms, commercial, retail, and home flooring too. Watkins Floor Covering. Family owned and operated since 1997 with locations in Jacksonville and Surf City. Watkins Floor Covering. You stand on it, we stand behind it.
Hurricane season is here, and if you're not prepared, now's the time to visit Williams Hardware, 3011B Bridges Street, Morehead Plaza in Morehead City. Whether for the contractor or do-it-yourselfer, Williams Hardware has the tools and accessories to help protect against high winds and water. Williams Hardware carries power tools and equipment, chains and fasteners, plumbing and electrical supplies. Williams Hardware, your helpful, handy hardware store, also cuts glass to size and threads pipe. When the chores are done and the cleanup is finished, light up that Wilmington Grill for Williams Hardware, 3011B Bridges Street, Morehead Plaza in Morehead City. Williams Hardware is open Monday through Saturday from 7:30 till 6 p.m. and Sundays for your convenience, noon till 5. Phone Williams Hardware, 252-726-7158, and be prepared this hurricane season.
Have you gotten your copy of Topsail Times newspaper this week? If not, did you know that Topsail Times is Topsail area's only local newspaper in print? Started a little over a year ago, we now have over 1,500 online subscribers and 5,000 printed copies that go out every 2 weeks. And we never charge our readers. Information should be free to our readers, and we stick by that. Looking for an idea for date night? Want to learn some local history? How about asking a veterinarian about your pet? These things and more are available in each copy of the Topsail Times newspaper. Want to get the word out about your business? We offer great rates for full color ads, and the online paper version is always included for free. Need help designing the perfect ad? We can do that too. We're always looking for human interest stories, so start writing. And we love local photos too. Check out our website at topsailtimes.net, where you can find out where to pick up a copy or check out our latest publication online.
It's not for everyone, only for you. The medication your doctor prescribes is exclusively yours to take as directed. Nobody else should be taking it. It's up to you to keep your medication secure and to safely dispose of any unused medications. Don't let anyone take what's yours. Your prescription, your responsibility. Be aware, don't share. Lock your meds.
Supported by NCDHHS, Division of Mental Health, Developmental Disabilities, and Substance Abuse Services. Visit lockyourmeds.org/NC.
If you have a project that requires ready-mix concrete, whether a driveway, patio, livestock housing, outdoor kitchen, or something special for the holidays, Mixed Masters Concrete of Beulaville can handle the job. Large or small, Mixed Masters Concrete offers residential, commercial, and agricultural contract work with professional service and fast delivery. Owner Scott Thigpen provides free estimates, and Mixed Masters Concrete will deliver on Saturdays. In addition to expert concrete service, KPT Masonry does complete concrete finishing. So, for ready-mix concrete and professional concrete finishing, phone 910-298-6153. Mixed Masters Concrete and KPT Masonry of Beulaville. Proud to be part of the continuing growth of Eastern North Carolina, and thanks all our military families and all that serve.
It's live and local. Real Talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
Okay, we're back. Lee and yours truly. I'm Rayford. and missing in action for those who are watching on TV right now. Kelly, she had to get up and run earlier in the hour. She had some kind of work commitments to deal with.
Yes.
So she's
She's working on that red ribbon.
Last Monday, a week ago, the Commandant of the Marine Corps was here in Jacksonville. He was a guest speaker at the Beirut Memorial for the 40th anniversary of that tragic event. Well, he's in the hospital.
Why? What
Well,
happened?
we don't know exactly what's going on. General Eric Smith hospitalized after the evening.
No.
The press release afternoon did not specify the reason for the commandant's hospitalization and did not give Smith's status. The service did not provide additional information when reached Monday afternoon. The Marine Corps does not have a Senate-confirmed assistant commandant who would normally just assume responsibility in the commandant's absence. Smith holds the role of assistant commandant himself in addition to service chief. In his place, Lieutenant General Karsten Heckel, a 3-star officer who also holds 2 jobs, will serve as acting commandant of the Marine Corps while Smith is in the hospital. He was still in the hospital yesterday afternoon. Still don't know why. They're say out of respect for the privacy and for his family, they're not saying anything else. So he was
Well, I
just
hope
he
he's
was
gonna
just
be okay.
I do too,
I mean,
because
blessings and
he was
speedy
he was
recovery.
he was a great speaker.
Yes.
It looked to be the healthiest Marine that I've seen in a long time.
I listened to it on where that city had recorded it. The
Yeah,
county.
it was
G10.
he did he did a great job, and it's like he put it at the time. Don't mess with the Marines that we've got out there
Mm-hmm.
in the
Or
in
else
the
we'll be
Mediterranean.
raising your kids.
Somebody else will be raising
Yeah.
your kids, is what he said. Somebody else will be raising your children if you mess with my Marines. So
I like that.
best to General Smith, and my
Yes,
goodness,
my best too.
the Marines in attendance were they were just thrilled with him.
Speaking
They
of
like him.
Marines, speaking of military, we have the Veterans Parade coming up
Coming
this
up
Saturday.
Saturday
Please
the 4th.
line the streets. Please come out.
Yep, get out there, fly your
Show
flags,
support.
show your colors, do whatever you want to do, but just cheer them on.
Yeah,
There'll
exactly.
be a
We
lot of-
need everyone to
A lot of
come out.
veterans, military units, just people.
It's
will be
free.
there. It is free.
Come up there and park. Bring your lawn
Get there
chair. Sit on
early.
the edge of the
I
road.
will tell you, do not wait until the last second to
Right.
do
I think they
this.
close the streets at 9. I think is when they start closing the roads.
I'm not sure what time
And the parade starts at 10. Yes. So I think just like the holiday parade, they start closing roads at 9. And but there's so many back ways you can come up. Like you can come up some of the businesses on Western, come into the back of the parking lots, park there, take your chair out, take your mug of hot chocolate or something. And sure, if you've got a little flag, wave a flag, but
Wave
just
a
say
flag.
thank you.
Mhm. Yeah.
It's so important to honor our military.
Yeah, they deserve our thanks every
Yes,
day
they
of the
do.
week. These are guys that have walked the walk, talked the talk, and
That's
they
right.
know what to do. So it's
Because of them, we're sitting here right now in
Yes.
a radio studio talking freely.
we can say pretty much what we want
We
within
can get up and go to the
constraints.
grocery store when we want to.
Yep.
Go to the beach.
Yep.
Go to all these festivals that we're having over the next couple months
Yeah.
because of them.
Yep, absolutely. And they keep us safe. It's not just they freed us from the oppression during the
Right.
1700s.
They keep us safe.
But they keep us safe every day.
Yes, they do.
Their mere presence,
Mhm.
as we have right now, out there, right offshore. We have a couple of aircraft carriers. We
Mhm.
have destroyers who are their escorts. We have enough planes. We have enough stuff
Right.
to support Israel
Yes,
and
we
to
do.
hopefully safeguard the Americans who are there in harm's way.
I mean, they
as
sent
well.
a lot of Fort Liberty, aka Fort Bragg.
Yeah.
You know, they don't get me started.
No,
They
don't
sent
do it.
a lot of troops over there too, so they're slowly stocking up.
Yeah, and we got Marines aboard the boats.
Yes,
that are out there.
Eisenhower, the Bush.
Yeah, we
I'm
do.
gonna tell you, Iran did it again last night. Didn't they make another strike on our military troops?
Yeah, they made about.
They gonna keep on.
They made what, 80 or something?
23 now.
Is it
attacks.
23? They made a bunch of them.
Was 22, then it went to 23.
And if Iran's not getting the message,
Oh, they've got the message.
Not yet.
They're
not yet. They haven't gotten the message.
Well, that message they haven't got
I
yet,
mean,
but
there's-
it's coming.
You know, you
It's
can wake
coming.
up one day and not wake up.
Well, you know
How
they
you
help
like that one?
support
You're going to wake up
Hamas.
one day and not wake up.
And talk about supporting Hamas. What is this I hear this morning? Congressman George Santos has been
Another
giving
idiot.
donations to these pro Hamas groups,
Yeah.
not anti, but pro Hamas groups.
He's an idiot.
He's an idiot. Oh, look, Republicans, why aren't you taking this man out? Why aren't you sending him home?
Send him to jail.
He needs to go somewhere.
You're live and local, Real Talk, Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME. You got to have about 2 minutes when we get back. If you got something to say, don't go away. We'll be right back.
The best deal for the grill is at Jones LP Gas and Oil Company each Friday. Every Friday from 8 a.m. till closing at 5, Jones LP Gas and Oil Company will fill your 20-pound LP gas grill cylinder for only $11. You heard that right. Each Friday till closing, you can have your 20-pound LP gas cylinder filled for only $11 at Jones Gas and Oil Company, 3881 Wilmington Highway in heart of Verona. In addition to saving money on your LP gas for the grill, Jones Gas and Oil is your full-service gas and oil company serving residential, commercial, and agricultural gas and oil needs, as well as gas appliances, LP replacement parts, fill cylinders, and tankless water heaters, and they offer a 10% military discount on installation. Remember to get that cylinder filled every Friday until closing for only $11. Jones Gas and Oil Company, 3881 the Old Wilmington Highway, Verona. Phone 910-346-6384. For 40 years now, people throughout Jacksonville and Onslow County have trusted Barnes Diamond Gallery for all their jewelry needs for every special occasion. They understand that every day is a special event for someone, whether celebrating a wedding, anniversary, birthday, engagement, or graduation. Let Barnes Diamond Gallery custom design something for you. Barnes Diamond Gallery does on-site repair in addition to their quality and selection of diamonds, diamond fashion bands, pendants, watches, earrings, gemstone rings, and necklaces for anyone for any occasion. Major credit cards accepted. Layaway available. Barnes Diamond Gallery offers appraisals and paid top market prices for gold and silver. Barnes Diamond Gallery, 461 Western Boulevard, Suite 120, Jacksonville, open 9:30 to 5:30, Monday through Friday.
The holiday travel season is almost here, and if you need automotive service before hitting the highways or just regular maintenance, Cedar Point Tire, the best automotive shop in Cedar Point, is here for you. Cedar Point Tire is more than just a tire store. They offer fast auto service from tune-ups to flat tire repair and all alignment and suspension services too. Cedar Point Tire. They carry all the major name brand tires, so they likely have your preference. It's simple. For all automotive service and tires, call 252-393-3188 or visit Cedar Point Tire, the best automotive shop in Cedar Point, 1083 Cedar Point Boulevard. Cedar Point Tire thanks you for your past patronage and wishes you and yours the best holiday season and a happy new year. Come ride with us this holiday season.
Looking for a job? Full-time? Part-time? Il Cigno Italiano Restaurant wants you. We're currently hiring for hostesses, servers, bartenders, and dishwashers. Il Cigno Italiano is a family-owned, fast-paced restaurant that offers the best in fine dining on the Crystal Coast. If you're hardworking, reliable, professional, and have a desire to always strive for better, we want to talk to you. Make great money and be a part of an outstanding, dedicated team. Il Cigno Italiano on West Corbin Avenue in Swansboro.
Mills International Incorporated, your local Cub Cadet dealer, is ready for fall, and you should be too, with the Cub Cadet XT Enduro Series. These lawn tractors were engineered for strength, comfort, and versatility, and designed to deliver a premium cut. Stop by Mills International Incorporated today and find out how the Cub Cadet XT Enduro Series is tailored to help unlock all the possibilities of your lawn. Head to your local Cub Cadet dealer, Mills International Incorporated, at 801 South Queen Street, Kinston, for exceptional offers, expert advice, and superior service. Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning, your trusted local carrier indoor weather team, serving all of your heating and air conditioning needs since 1967. Now offers residential and commercial duct and dryer vent cleaning, and now offers expert residential and commercial plumbing service. In case of a power outage due to a storm or for any other reason, be prepared with a Generac generator for your home or business. Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning has Generac generators in stock, ready to install today. Remember, better breathing comes with cleaner air. Let Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning improve the air quality in your home or business with professional air duct cleaning. As always, Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning is available 24/7 for all your heating, cooling, and plumbing emergency needs. Turn to the carrier experts, Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning, with locations in Jacksonville and Hampstead. Visit online, humphreyheating.com. And follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning since 1967. Relax. We're on the way.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
And we're back here for the last couple of minutes of the show. And before we get to the phone, it is Halloween. It is Halloween, so y'all get ready for it. Jennifer, good morning. How are you?
Well, good morning and happy Halloween.
And happy Halloween. Boo.
I wanted to call in right quick. I meant to call in yesterday and I had forgotten it. But this Saturday, a wonderful thing to do after the Veterans Day Parade is to swing by Premier Nursing and Rehab.
There you go.
They are having their holiday shopping event.
I can go back in there.
So there'll be some vendors over there, including me. And I'm not sure how many, but I know the residents, their families and stuff always look forward to it. So
is it going to be
just wanted
inside
to
or
put a
outside?
Plug in for that.
Jennifer, is it inside or outside?
Yes.
Inside?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes. Mom always loved it. She always looked forward to it, making her little things. So we will be right over there and be set up. But it's from 10 to 4
Gotcha.
at Premier Nursing and Rehab.
Okay.
So if you're looking something to do after the Veterans Day Parade, come on by.
Yeah, it's close by, the West Huff Drive.
Very much
That's
so.
right.
See, you can
All
park
right,
right up
y'all
on the
have
back
a-
street.
Yeah. Y'all have a great day.
You too,
Jennifer, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, again, Halloween is tonight. You heard from Sergeant Smith here earlier that it is a
5 o'clock.
It is well, sort of there's no law out there, but it's strongly suggested that the hours are from 5 until 8:30.
That's correct.
You don't, if you want trick-or-treaters to come to your house, don't invite them inside, but turn your
Right.
porch lights on. Okay.
That's right. And if you don't want trick-or-treaters, leave your porch lights off.
Yeah. Well, the thing, a lot of folks, I will have to take special precautions, but we welcome them. That's not a problem.
Right.
But a lot of folks have these dusk to dawn lights.
That's
that
what
come
I
on.
have.
Yeah, that's
I
what
have
we've
to
got
turn it off at the switch.
Yeah, we can do that, but we're not
Mhm.
going to turn them off.
Mhm.
So, but after 8:30, I'm not going to turn you away, but it's not the best practice to go
Right.
after 8:30.
Right. I'm not answering the door after 8:30 now.
Well, I
If
may.
I do, it might be.
Boo.
Yeah. It might be
Have you ever
carrying something.
Have you ever? Well, I always carry, but
Right.
have you ever scared anybody on Halloween, like kids or anything?
No.
You
I've
haven't?
been scared.
Oh, have you?
My daughter and I, this is many, many years ago when she was little, and we lived over in the country club area,
Mhm.
and we went walking trick-or-treating down this one street. And of course, they set you up. There's a coffin with what appeared
Yeah.
to be a dummy in there. And about the time you get up close to it, the dummy comes alive.
It wasn't a
And
dummy.
of course, daughter and mother went running down the street, screaming to the top of her lungs, But yeah, I've been scared a couple times.
Wilmington, I had a little cutout for where my front porch was for the entrance and everything.
Oh, no, you
so
didn't.
it was covered. And the garage, the attached garage, which had been converted from a garage to a family type thing, a den. And so you had to walk along the driveway to get up to the sidewalk to walk by, and you didn't see
Mm-hmm.
anything that was there. And I just sat there one night and I had the ugliest, scariest mask on you've ever seen, and I did not move.
Right.
And two little kids, probably 6, 8 years old, they came walking by, and one of them looked over to the left. He felt something. And he said some naughty words. And they went running.
I can see that.
They took off right across the yard.
Sometimes those naughty words have a way of escaping your
Yeah.
mouth.
6 years old, 7 years old.
6 years old.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious. Oh, I'd probably just be sitting there laughing hysterically.
I started laughing.
Oh my gosh. My dad used to like to dress up and answer the door. He put a basketball in the back of his jacket so he looked like the hunchback,
Okay.
and put the old pantyhose over the face, you know, be out there answering the door like that. We're like, God. But yeah. And my neighbor and I, one year, he dressed up as a goblin, and I dressed up with some scary mask and a long black robe, and we'd hide behind the trees. When people would come up, we'd just kind of inch out, not say anything, and stand there. And we had a good time doing that.
Well, I just go to the door now, just like myself, and I scare them to death.
Well, I did one time when my kids first moved back from Texas to this area, and they had a fifth wheel in my driveway, which took up my whole driveway, by the way. Then I remember one night putting on that mask and sneaking up to the window and coming up, and my grandkids saw me and screamed. My son-in-law has never forgiven me. Never forgiven.
I would think
You
it's
scared
funny.
those kids. I said they need to be scared once in a while.
Yeah. Just don't get shot at when you do things like
Oh
that.
no, not with them. They,
And for you folks, don't go to extremes. You're going to find some kids out there that may try to scare you and do things like that.
Right.
Do not
Remember, it's
do not
Halloween.
treat it like the other 364 days of the year.
That's right.
When people come around trying
Yes.
to scare you, don't do that. Don't do that. Just don't do that.
But parents, walk with your little ones. Keep
Yes.
control of them. Don't let them run out to the street.
Oh, please.
Please don't do that. Put some reflective tape on their shoes,
Absolutely.
their pillowcase, the back of their costume, whatever it takes.
Everywhere.
Take flashlights with you, because there's a lot of tripping hazards when you go into some of these yards.
Well, not
with
only
all
that,
the lights
but
and
if
decorations.
if you're wearing long robes and stuff like that, cut
Right.
them off a little bit.
Yes.
Above the ankles.
That's
You don't
right.
want to triple your own stuff.
That's
okay?
right.
Okay, we're going to take a break, and tomorrow morning we're going to have, oh my goodness gracious, we got Dr. Rose in tomorrow, Dr. Rosemary Stein.
Yes.
We got some questions, and I forgot what they were.
It was the RSV vaccine.
That's it.
They're
We're
saying
gonna
it's in
see-
short
there's
supply.
there's a shortage, and we want to know about that because
Yes.
kids need it.
That's right.
The kids need it. We also will rejoined by Peter Wright tomorrow
Right,
morning.
our health. Yeah, because December 7th, I think, is the end of open enrollment.
Well, for some people,
For some people,
it's already
yes.
over.
And you need to know I mean, I know a lot of people's like, oh gosh, but let me tell you what, he's got some great advice.
Yes, he does,
And
we're
he
going to
can
ask
help
him.
you.
I'm going to pin him down a little bit tomorrow.
Yes.
We'll get on with that. So
And I say
we'll do that.
over and over and over again, he helped me greatly.
Yep.
Saved me money,
And,
and I got more benefits.
Yeah, well, I'm going to work on it. I may have to work on it for the future because
Right.
since he's been coming in, I've finally become more educated than I
I
ever
have
was
too.
because I did not pay any
That's
attention
right.
to it.
I didn't
just
either.
took it at face value,
I'm like, what?
and so we'll be talking with him about that.
Yes.
All right.
And then we might get we were supposed to get a call this morning from a Colonel Mask. He's the commandant of the United States Air Force Honor Guard.
Mm-hmm.
And
They're going to be in the area.
Yes, they're going to be in
They
the
are
area
in the area.
Thursday. I think they're going to be playing at Dixon, Northside, and another school.
I think so.
Swansboro.
So anyway. Okay. We will see you tomorrow morning with a whole lot of stuff. Stay tuned for all of that. And if you got something you want to chat about, be sure you get in early. Our number, if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, it's right up here. Here, Havana, 910-333-0139. 910-333-0139. You're live and local Real Talk, Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME. See you in about 22 hours.
WSME, Camp Lejeune, W246CJ, Jacksonville.
Fox News, I'm CJ Papa. The Israeli military fighting inside Hamas tunnels underneath Gaza. Fox's Greg Pollock.